Yo, this is Manda Codigo. Welcome to my channel. Today, I will show you how to connect to a Postgres database from a Python script. Let's get started. The combination of Python and PostgreSQL is a common sight in numerous backend projects, making it essential to grasp the fundamentals of this integration. PostgreSQL, often referred to as Postgres, is a powerful open-source relational database management system. It's renowned for its reliability, robustness, and extensive feature set. The requirements for this project are the following. Python, in my case, is version 3.10. Python is a versatile and readable high-level programming language favored for its simplicity and extensive ecosystem, suitable for various applications from web development to scientific computing. Docker. Docker is a platform for developing, shipping, and running applications in isolated environments called containers, providing consistency and efficiency across various computing environments. We will use it exactly for running Postgres database in such container. PsychoPG2 binary. It's a Python library that provides an interface for connecting to PostgreSQL databases from Python code. It's basically a PostgreSQL adapter for Python, allowing Python applications to interact with PostgreSQL databases by executing SQL commands, querying data, and managing database connections. Python.env. It's another library we are going to use that simplifies the process of loading environment variables from an env file into your Python script environment. It's commonly used in development and deployment environments to manage configuration settings and sensitive information like database credentials, API keys, and etc. First, make sure that Docker is already up and running on your machine. You can check it by printing its version in console using docker-v. If it's not installed yet, please have a look at my other video about Docker installation. If Docker is already installed, go to terminal and pull PostgreSQL image by executing docker pull postgres. This command fetches a PostgreSQL Docker image from a registry and downloads it to your machine. Next, let's create and run PostgreSQL container using the following command. This command creates and runs a Docker container named PostgreSQL based on the official PostgreSQL image we just downloaded. It sets environment variables for the PostgreSQL database, including the username, password, and database name. Additionally, it maps port 5432 on the host machine to port 5432 on the container, allowing access to the PostgreSQL database. The container runs in the detached mode, meaning it runs in the background. Now, let's check if our container is up using docker ps command. As we can see, it's listed there, so we can start to write a Python script that connects to the PostgreSQL database. First, let's create a virtual environment to isolate dependencies and environments, ensuring project-specific package versions and preventing conflicts between different projects. I'm doing it through the IDE, but feel free to do it in any other way. When virtual environment is created, we can see that VNV folder has been created as well, so we have to activate our virtual environment using source vnv/bin/activate command. Now, let's install required libraries by typing in console pip3 install psychopg2-binary python-.env. In the next step, let's define environment variables containing database credentials we will store them in the env file. This file is only for local usage and shouldn't be uploaded to any version control system because it contains sensitive data and can be dangerous for your projects from a security perspective. Let's define user, password, and database name with the same values we had given in docker run command. We also need a port with value 5432, which is the default port for Postgres, and a host which is a local host in our case. Now let's create a Python script. We import the OS module for accessing environment variables, psychopg2 for interacting with the PostgreSQL database, and .env for loading environment variables from an env file. Loading environment variables from the env file is achieved using load.env function from .env package, ensuring they are accessible within the script environment. The database configuration, including database name, username, password, host, and port, are retrieved from the loaded environment variables. Next, we define the main function as the entry point for our script. Using psychopg2 connect, we establish a connection to the PostgreSQL database, utilizing the retrieve configuration. We pass there the credentials we have already set up and imported from the env file. Using Context Manager, we don't have to worry about closing the connection because it will be closed when we leave the indentation block. A cursor object is created using connection.cursor method. Cursor is an object that allows Python code to execute SQL commands and manage the context of database session. Then, we use the execute method of the cursor instance to create a table. In our case, it's a simple table that contains employees' data such as ID, first name, last name, email, and hire date. We can also add a print statement to log some text in the console. The expression name equals main is a common construct in Python scripts. It's used to check whether the script is being run directly by the Python interpreter or if it's being imported as a module into another script. Now, when the script is ready, we can go to the terminal and fire it up by executing python3 main.py command. Like we can see, it was executed successfully, but let's verify it. Let's dive into our database container by executing docker exec command. Docker exec allows you to execute a command inside a Docker container. IT flag enables interactive mode for the executed command. PostgreSQL is our container name. PSQL is a command we want to execute inside the container, where PSQL starts the PostgreSQL interactive terminal. U flag specifies the user we wanna use, and D specifies the database we wanna connect to. Overall, this command opens an interactive session with the PostgreSQL database inside Docker container. Now, let's execute \dt command. This is a PSQL command that lists all the tables within the database. As we can see, our table is there. Congratulations! Now you can run Postgres database in Docker container and connects to it from a Python script. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.